Lourdes, firstly, what does it mean to be a finalist in this category for a company of similar sizes to yours worldwide that are already exceptional companies in that they are in the platinum standard of investors in people?
To be a finalist means that we're up there with the best. It's like a success of all the hard work that we've put in, all the leaders and the staff members of the group over the past 10 years. To reach this level is an international recognition of a company that is focused in people development and is in developing its people to be the best they can be.
What sort of thing does Bassadone Automotive Group do to achieve that?
We have values and a vision and our goals, and what we try to do is to develop staff to be able to meet those values and that vision. So the behaviors that is expected of a Bassadone employee. So we organize leadership programs, annual seminars, programs for any level of staff within the group. Once they come into the Bassadone group, they already start with a development program. At basic level, as the time goes by, the line manager and that staff member will sit down and discuss what it is that they need to develop. Even if you're good at something, you can still be better at whatever it is that you do. So we focus a lot on the people's strengths as well. So what are you really good at? And how can you even be better at what you're doing at the moment? Which really, even if you look at your strengths, other areas where you may not be as strong at will improve because you're improving that strength. So that's what we do. We continuously look at the Kaizen philosophy, which is a Japanese philosophy of continuous improvement, not only in personal development, but even in our work processes, how we do stuff, how can we do everything better. So everybody who comes into the group as a new recruit, I mean, they learn about Kaizen, and it just becomes part of your day-to-day work, you know. It's like part of our DNA now. So how can we do better? You look at the process, can we do this better? Can we do it in less time? Or can we do it more professionally, better quality in processes and in personal development? We have a competency framework which looks at behaviors, and you have a development plan there, and then we have, of course, performance management, which is about objectives and targets.
On a one-to-one basis?
Always on a one-to-one basis, and we do it frequently during the year. It's not a twice-a-year process. We encourage staff members and line managers to meet at least once a month or every 2 months as a minimum. Okay.
So that's very interesting. We've heard you talk about philosophy there and also some of the processes that are in place. You also mentioned vision before. What is the Bassadone Automotive Group's vision?
Our vision is to be one of the companies that's most admired, that you look up to and say, I want to be like that company. I like to do how they do stuff. Operational excellence is part of our vision. So quality work, how can we do better again? And another part of our vision is customer service, of course. So it's giving our customers an exceptional customer experience. And the other pillar of our vision is investing in our people to be the best they can be.
Is it important to have happy workers?
Very important. Happy workers are more productive, are better team players generally, want to give that discretionary effort to go in that extra mile for the company. If they're happy at work, if you think the company is looking after them, you're looking after their well-being, their health, their resources, then normally people generally give back. So they're happier, the workforce, they're better for the company. It's a two-way. It's a win-win, really.
Sure. So are you measuring yourself against competitors, or you're just trying to be the best version of yourselves?
I think both things. We measure ourselves against the IIP framework, which is very stringent, and to reach platinum level, you've got to have lots of things in place. I mean, when the quality assessors come, they have 5 days of interviews with people to see what I say is matched by what people say. So it's it's like an audit in a way, not people audit. So we measure ourselves against that. I do a lot of research about, for example, the 100 best companies in UK. What are they doing? Why are they the 100 best companies? What do they do or not do to reach that? So it's continuous improvement. It's researching and doing stuff to carry on being good, not just to rest on your laurels and say, okay, we reached platinum, that's it.
Yeah.
You've got to carry on improving.
So if I look at the booklet that you've prepared for the Investors in People Awards ceremony, I can see that your financial turnover for 2017 was £156.5 million.
Yes.
So is having happy workers and investing in them also good for the bottom line?
Definitely. I think that it's all linked. I mean, if you don't have a happy, productive workforce, healthy workforce, those figures wouldn't be the figures they are today, because the turnover would be higher. Probably the absence level would be higher. We have very low turnover and very low absence level. That gives you a good indication that people are happy and healthy at work. We are now working towards also attaining the Health and Wellbeing Award of IAP. So we are working towards that now.
What does that entail?
That entails of what does the company have in place or can do for its people to look after the mental and physical health. So again, the stringent criteria, and I'm actually researching and working towards criteria. What do we have? What are the gaps and what we can improve on?
Yeah. So there's increased recognition about the importance of looking after mental health. I think in Gibraltar and obviously across the Western world. What will the Bassadone Automotive Group be doing in this respect?
I've got a few ideas. We also have a CSR committee who do a lot for charities in Gibraltar. So hands-on fundraising, the company is very good as well, matches our fundraising. I already run, I call them like lunch and learns. So every few months I bring somebody outside, a speaker for an hour and a half, and they give different talks on different subjects. For example, from breast cancer awareness and pancreatic cancer and prostate cancer to mindfulness, yoga, anxiety, even the Citizens Advice Bureau are coming. So that's part of the health and well-being, because they also, apart from their talk, they are there. You need to contact them for advice. Going forwards, I want to create a yoga meditation stress-related lunchtime sessions, maybe once a week. I wanted to do it when we relocate, but I don't want to leave it that long. So at the moment, I think we're going to do it in Wellington Court, another of our premises, and I'm in touch with people already to see if they can run them, and the company will support it. So that will be for mental, a more holistic approach. I've also run lunch and learns on nutrition, fitness. So not only my ideas, no, I ask the staff, what do you want? Is there something you'd like to learn about? We did the Nautilus project. Yesterday we had Janet Howard from the ESG about environment issues, really interesting talk as well. So I think all that links into health and well-being for its staff.
Yeah, engagement with the community that they're working in.
Yes, and giving back to the community as well.
Okay, let's bring it back then to the awards. Tell us a little bit about the ceremony, and are you going to dress up and attend?
They say that it's similar to, it's like a red carpet event, similar to the Oscars. It's not the Oscars, of course, but it's similar setup, and there's different categories, and we've been chosen as the Employee of the Year Award category, so I will be attending. Hopefully the CEO will be attending with me, if not somebody from the group. It's another representative, and we'll find out if we are one of the winners when we are there on the 28th of November, and it's been held in Camden Town in London. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm hoping that we win, because it's not only good for Bassadone, to be honest, it's good for Gibraltar, no? Gibraltar is the only international company, so it puts on the map again. So something really good.
Because all the other companies are UK companies.
UK. So I think for us, Gibraltar, some people now say, where's Gibraltar? Where's Gibraltar?
I mean, they're all the other competitors in your category,
in my category are UK.
Despite it being an international
yes.
competition.
Because I know that some companies in Malta, in Cyprus, have got platinum level, but they haven't been invited to be Employee of the Year. So I think it's great, to be honest.
Well, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much, Jonathan.